Women on the Front Line, International Women's Day 2021.
My name is Ria-Ann Holder-Orr. I am the head nurse at the Accident and Emergency Department, Port of Spain General Hospital. With respect to my COVID-19, working in Accident and Emergency Department, balancing work and my home life, I am married with 3 children, ages 20. My daughter turned 20 yesterday. The second is 16, and I also have a 12-year-old daughter. Initially, when with the onset of COVID, my last daughter was in SEA class. So in balancing and managing her with her schoolwork and all the projects, the past papers and all these things that they had to do, it was a real challenge. It was challenging initially. I have a daughter in Form 5, so she has exams this year. So she has SBAs to be done. She also does dance, so I have to chauffeur her to and from dance, practice and that sort of thing. Because the way things are going in this country right now, I don't trust to have my children traveling to go anywhere. So that in itself is another added, I wouldn't put it as a responsibility, but added tasks or things to do. In balancing home and school, I try my best to strike a balance between the both of them. And then in working in the Accident and Emergency Department as head nurse, there are 77 nurses under my charge, 14 enrolled nursing assistants, and about 12 PCAs, patient care assistants. So in balancing home and work, because I am the head of the department, when problems arise, the problem solver is usually the head nurses. So we have to meet with staff and try as best as I can to allay their fears and to deal with whatever situations may come. With the onset of COVID, we initially worked 3 shifts, which was 7 to 3, 1 to 9, and 8 to 8. But we were given the choice to work a longer shift so that we would have less days working, and also there would be social distancing, less staff coming out. So with that, we worked 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. or 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. There are a lot of information that is out there with respect to COVID-19 and protocols that should be followed. However, there are many times that you will see patients coming here without a mask, and then you have to provide that mask for them. I'm not saying we have masks to provide for them, but the guidelines clearly state wear your mask. Sometimes they don't wear it properly. You find that the mask is below the nose or below the mouth, and you have to be teaching you are supposed to have it. That's for your own care and for us as well. So we have to be telling them on a constant basis, put on your mask. Sometimes persons come here, fear of unknown, the fear of the unknown, they might be abusive. There are persons who would come and be abusive, and then you have to pacify that situation and let them know, here, what we understand, that you may not know what is going on with you. Sometimes a soft answer, there's a word in the Bible that says, a soft answer turneth away wrath. You give them a soft answer, a reassuring touch sometimes, and that tends to calm them. Some of them you can't calm, and then you have to employ the service of others to try and help with that situation. Initially, with the advent of COVID-19, the staff was a bit apprehensive because this was a new virus that nobody really had much information about at that point in time, and they were fearful to go to what we call the back tent. That's where you deal with patients who maybe query COVID-19. And in dealing with the staff, we had to do a lot of staff teaching along with reassuring them, right? Providing the PPEs that were needed. We request and we get our PPEs. We did teaching. We taught them done and doffing and how to deal with patients out there. Also, staff with children tend to request a specific shifts because of the COVID again. members of staff with children had to do homeschooling. So you find that in the morning, if they don't have that family support to help out with the children online in school, they would request to probably work the night shift and be at home with the children during the day. Added to that, there's also the EAP, that's our Employee Assistance Program, where if staff felt overwhelmed or they needed to speak to someone, they could be referred to EAP in order to deal with whatever problems they may have. Because we needed additional staff to deal with the back tent, because accident and emergency department, although you have patients coming to the back tent, we still have the accident and emergency department to run, where you would have that's like an added area to man or to manage, to nurse. So additional staff was sought through our nursing administrator, and we have been getting new staff to deal with the void that would have been there as a respect of dealing with the back tent and the COVID patients who would come queried COVID. That set of staff that came also, the new staff, we had to do teaching. They had to be sensitized to the accident and emergency department and the running of the department. Nursing is basically known as a caring profession. And, you know, people tend to say, you know, women are more caring than men. Yes, I think that International Women's Day is a good thing, and women should be celebrated. Women are the backbone of our society, I believe. The women are the ones who nurture. The women are the ones who manage the households, manage the homes, and also twofold, manage the homes, and they also go out to work to help out with the running of the home.
Women on the Front Line, International Women's Day 2021.